Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We're starting off a brand new campaign this morning with some brand new frost giants. The only giant king we have yet to do, giant king or giant queen. I have made a custom realm, which I called Seals and Meridia Random. It is basically all random, no ascension traits. I turned on World Seals Dormant because we haven't had a World Seals game in a very long time, and I turned on Legends of Meridia because we haven't seen all the legends, and I really like the artifacts. It is a very large map. 9 players on brutal difficulty. We have score victory turned off, but we have everything else turned on.
Your journey.
And we'll just jump right in.
Here.
Let's create ourselves a faction.
What is your people's form?
We're having some weird audio things happening this morning in the game that I'm not sure about, but Sirens are who we're going to be playing as. We're actually going to play with Arcane Focus, and we are going to grab Mammoth Mounts. I figured if we're going to be playing as Frost Giants, Mammoth Mounts just seem like they're sort of the right fun choice. And so, why not? The idea for this is that we're going to be playing as kind of a good scholars, astral scholars is the idea behind it. So we're going to be playing as this Frost Giant who has traveled through the Astral Sea, picked up this group of Sirens, and then came into this planet to sort of gather as much knowledge as we can, hopefully pull off a magic victory is what I'm hoping, and really try to focus on pockets of cities that we teleport between instead of just one giant sprawling empire like I normally do. We are, of course, going to play as Mystic if we're playing as Scholars, and we're going to go for Potential because we're playing with a lot of shadow magic with the cold, the frost. So that's going to be the jam there. For our society traits, I am going to pick up Keepers of Knowledge. So this is the good shadow trait. Unlocking a new research skill grants 10 alliance to free cities. Any tome we unlock gets relations with all empires, so we should be able to play maybe a little bit peacefully, a little bit alliance baited. And then we get knowledge for every empire we have open borders with. I am also then going to take the new trait, Subterranean Society, because my idea is we're going to freeze the upper world, and then we're going to sort of have little mini pockets, little mini dungeons underneath our cities. I want to sort of combine the idea of an above ground, below ground empire.
Choose your first tome of magic.
And so that's going to be my plan. We're going to go with the Tome of Cryomancy, of course, because we're playing Frost Giants. Only truly one choice. We get the Summon Ice Rune Steel, allowing us to terraform things into snow. We can build farms on snow. Provinces with snow and ice get mana, so we're going to have an excess of mana, which is great because we're going to be really relying on casting. I love this. We got just an absolute wog of an icon here. I wanted to go, I rough built this guy the other day. Can I remember how I built him though is a whole other question. I don't think I ever picked an icon for him. So we are going to be going for an astral focused affinity. Maybe we just do a little spacey looking guy. And then let's start by stripping it all away. Giving him the basics before we really dig into the way he's gonna look. I want him to be a bit of a skinny boy. I think we're gonna go with the old big hands because I love the big hands. You know what? This guy might just be a bit of a medium build. We want some nice Frost Giant skin on him. Let's get rid of that skin decoration. Actually, let's put on this cool astral runes, magical runes all over his body. The idea being that he is this scholar. And I suspect I'm probably not going to want to take the pose with the weapon because we are going to be playing as mages, which means we have to take the obelisk. What is the... Do we get the hands behind the back? No, that doesn't exist for giants. What's like a noble looking pose? Maybe we just go with this guy. Our hair. We're going to go white. We're going to go with a little ice on the bottom. Yeah, he's a frost giant. You gotta go with the right theme. Picking mounts kind of feels bad now since you can buy them from the later for trader later. That's true, but I'm okay with it because I want them right away, and it's pretty expensive to get that. I am going to take, so the idea here is I'm going to actually take the full set of armor, which we've never really looked at before, and I wanted to give him the hood. Because he's going to be this scholar, this wandering scholar. I wanted it to look like that he doesn't really look like a typical giant. He's a brain. He's traveled the astral planes. I think I might have to go with the fur coat. This one looks really good with this armor piece. It matches really nicely, but we're going to be in the ice and the snow. I feel like a fur coat. You just can't beat a fur coat. It looks so good. We're going to go with a nice cobalt blue on all the armor. And then I think that's his look. I think that's him. I think he's got the vibe. I wish his ear wasn't sticking out here, but is this the right pose? We could have the one step forward. This one looks okay, but it's a bit menacing. This one's very neutral. Yeah, let's go with the, like, yes, come to me, my pretties. Crystal shoulders look like the mana crystals. Yeah, but it just, like, it just feels like he's missing so much if we do that. The cape adds a fullness to the body I really like. Being in the astral plane does not necessarily mean he dressed like a human, just thinking. I just figure, I mean, he is in the cold a lot of the time, so I want him to be warm. I love big hands, short arms. I feel like it's the best way to make things. And I think let's go slightly big heads, but not wildly big heads. We'll go with some blue skin on these guys as well. Can I make everybody just sound like a goblin? That's a great debate. We'll go with the cobalt armor on you guys as well. I might go a little different. I might actually go with like a peach colored armor on them. I think we go white here. These skin decorations are wild. I have no idea what they all look like. Obviously, the sirens get special ones. Kind of really only able to tell on you. Let's go with this one. That just looks like a magical pattern. Messes them up a little bit. We have these big mammoths in the back. I want to change this off of white. White doesn't feel like the right color. Ah, maybe a lavender. That looks nice. And we might go with a different symbol. I don't know what's happening with the sound. I don't know if you guys are all getting that as well, where it keeps skipping. I'm okay with this. Yeah, see, the thing is they have the brown in a lot of their outfits here already. So I think I'm just going to keep that so that they get a little bit of the match. And then the only thing I really want to pick is a better symbol. Something that says Frost Giant while also saying Astral Sea. All the Giant King stuff here is under Materium, which while we will be doing a little bit of Materium, not a ton. We could go with that rock. That rock doesn't look too bad. You know what? I kind of like that. It looks almost like a mana crystal. And then we have our darkness shaders on here as well, so we can see what we look like under different things. Obviously, we're going to change a lot. Our skin tones are going to change as we start picking up different things. We are going to go for the astral race transformation where we turn into ghost people, which I'm very excited because I don't think we've done that since our first campaign. But I like the way this dude looks. He's got a good vibe to him.
Your journey begins.
Does Twitch auto have subtitles on for me? I might have something like that turned on. Hard to say. It might just be something weird in the background, so. Yes, you can make everyone sound like a goblin, but the question isn't can you, it's should you, and that's a different answer. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, I do need a name for their throne city. I was just going to call this guy the Wanderer, and the race name was going to be called the Lost. But maybe his title is Wanderer, and he needs a name. The throne city needs a name. Chat, I'm going to take some suggestions while I figure out his ruler ambition and his AI personality. So his whole thing is that he is a traveling scholar. A collection of powerful artifacts could be good. Also gives him equipment mastery, which is kind of nice, but a lot of HP on him as a caster isn't that important. He could take Dominator, but I just don't know that we're going to be dominating a lot of units. I guess we would dominate magic units. That could be fun. Instructor could work, but I feel like it's not great to have on your main character. You know what? I kind of like Dominator, because we will get the ability to dominate magic origin units, and then him having the ability to dominate other units is kind of cool. There is a pretty clear choice here in taking Sage. Peaceful ruler who values wisdom and learning. A knowledgeable ruler who believes in mind over matter. Protective or harmonious. I feel like empires with weak militaries, good relations with free cities. Dislikes empires with a strong economy and that breaks treaties. Likes groups that doesn't break treaties. Likes empires with strong research. Dislikes empires that are at war, and dislike empires with a strong military. Wisdom and learning, or believes in mind over matter. I think I'm gonna go pure Sage for him. Call it the Fridge? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Fornost. For race and society, we picked Mystic, so we are potential Mystics. So all of our combat spells are overcharged the first time they cast, and we also inflict dissonance. And we are Keepers of Knowledge with Subterranean Society. So the idea being is that we're going to be these powerful knowledge keepers who also have these little underground vaults under their cities. Getting Thanos vibes. Balance. Yes. Yep. Misthaven. Opposite as we go cryo, he wanders worlds, making everything a frozen hell. Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna frost over everything. We're gonna have frozen undergrounds as well. Frost Knox. I do like the Fridge. Oh, like Fort Knox. I mean, we could call him like Wanderer, Frigo. I'm just gonna be saying Frig a lot in this. If we call him something like that. What do we have? Frostnox, Fornost, Misthaven, the Cooler, the Icebox, Fornos was the home of ice giants in Norse mythology. Oh, all right, all right. Let's do that as a nod. A couple of people on YouTube wanted me to do Norse frost giants, but I feel like they end up being so evil, and I wanted to try something with something that we hadn't really done yet for this build. So Frijj Freezer. Oh my god, that's such a good name, Scottis. Fridge. I love that. Arctis the Snowman. Freezer. Frijj Freezer. We'll call him that. Frijj Freezer of the Lost, the city of Fornost. Slender, pale beings whose origins lie in the dark depths of the Astral Sea. They prefer to fight using magic and have tamed the furry mammoths from the tundra. They have integrated magic into every level of their society, with mages at the top of their hierarchy. Their vast knowledge earns them power and respect throughout the realms. Beneath the earth they can be found, prospering and digging deeper still. Onwards. New game! Who dis? Frijj is a milkshake? In which language? Icewind Dale, 2 copywritten. Let's get ourselves a nice screenshot here. Get that for the old YouTubes. Perfect look. Perfect look. Ice puns. Ice puns. Listen, we all need to cool down a moment. We need to chill out. It's going to be a long and bitter campaign. Tuned in at the right time, my dude. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Let's load this on up. Load this on in. This is totally not take 2 of the campaign. A new ruler emerges. Explore your surroundings, expand your domain, prepare to face your rivals, and become master of this realm. Your choices will shape the new Age of Wonders 4. We've got the Tome of Cryomancy. We've got our arcane-focused mammoth mounts, which are really easy to hit. We've got Keepers of Knowledge and Subterranean Society on our mystic potentials. We are with Ice Coffin and Cosmic Ablation. It looks like an Ashlands map. We're on the edge. Pretty close to the top left, top right corner. And this looks like Void Ocean, possibly. Maybe just a pocket of Void Ocean. Immortal Realm. Routed units are never lost. All non-ruler units gain Immortal. I'm okay with that one. We have a food stash. Prestige stash. We've got 2 gold and a mana node. And we already have a hostile domain down here. Giving it to us fast. I am not going to have access to trees for the storehouse. Oof. 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 We're going to have to get down the transformation spell very early, or we're going to be in trouble. Kill it with a hammer, not a bit extreme. Tile Cryomancy, still so good. It is a very good tome. Let's get a second Arcane Guard, and damn, dudes. I'm not even going to be able to get farms up here. I think I'm going to build an early shrine so that we have mana. Because getting an ice rune steel off immediately is going to be really important, which also means probably getting this food stash. I got 2 healers and 2 spirit hawks. It looks like we probably have a magic world. These guys have corpse eater, immortal, death casting. It's also a death casting world. That's really nice for us. Because it'll just mean we can cast a lot of spells. Yarf. Okay, I'm gonna send you south past that spawner. You know what? Let's take this. We're gonna take this risky battle. I need the early food. If we're not gonna have any farms, we're gonna really, really struggle for food otherwise. Death casting, yeah. So death casting is an ability that just makes it so that you can, every time something dies, you get back 10 combat casting points. And then if you have shadow, which we do, we can also pick up another version of death casting. So I think people get back double when you do that. I think. You're going to go here, here, and probably here. And then we'll summon the dagger. Summon a little ice sword. Just to draw their attention and bring them into range. The most valuable thing I can do. Couple stacks of dissonance. With the two of these. I'm gonna rock them. Ah, right. Okay, so because we have Immortal, you actually don't need to kill units. All you need to do is get them below, I think it's 10%. Yeah, 10% or lower, they immediately rout. Let's not cast any spells if we can avoid it. Simply because we're going to need to... have our guys... we have a lot of things we got to cast mana on. I think I'm actually going to bring you up and kick. Given that they're support heroes, it helps to be able to just, like, do some early damage. Get them locked in. Morale is low. Just stay on top of them. Kick them in the butt. You got a 65, so I'll let you take that. And you got a 65, so I'll let you take that. That's one down. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to kill me, so... Another flank. And he's done. All right. Dura, hello. Finally done with work. Time to chill for a few weeks. PTO. Nice. Live that up. The PTO dream. You got yourself a level up. Let's pick up Ice Boulder. Actually, Ice Boulder is not really better than Obelisk at this point. What do you get? Animated Ice Bow and Animated Ice Glaive. The Glaive can move forward 4 hexes through a bunch of people and do polearm damage. The Bow probably just gets to shoot. And has greater phase. A 6 range, 0 cost phase ability. That's pretty good. How much damage do you do? You're tier 2, so 6 and 6, 12. Not bad. Being able to reinforce that could be really nice. You're in range of 6, you're in range of 4, you're in range of 6. Ah, so that's really the advantage, is that I can hit things further away. I'm going to take Curse. Start with a little Curse. I want to take some stuff that we don't normally play with on this run. It's a big part of it. Hello, do I play Age of Wonders 4 often? Very much so. It is my main game. Warping Wilds. It's a primordial realm. Oh, interesting. So while this is all Ashlands, it's not going to stay Ashlands. Brigand camp down here and a little bit of underground. I didn't even look at the underground. This looks like a pretty big set of pockets. Up in the corner here. Cool little lava lake with a wonder, I think, on top of it. This is definitely big enough to host a city. But I'm seeing here, this looks like dragon bones. So this is a landmark. That's a wonder. This looks like it might also be a wonder. That's a gold wonder. Ooh, man. This is just a cool looking area. Looks like a dungeon. That looks like a gold wonder. No, sorry, that might be a bronze wonder, actually. There should probably be a wonder in here. If there's a landmark here, it's very unlikely there's a civilization down here, so this is a really good spot for us to build a city. Especially in proximity to all these golds. That's a gold wonder right there. Okay, let's move up to the corner of the map. That's also a gold wonder right here. How many gold wonders are on this map? We only need to bind 3 for magic food. Dude, there's 3 gold wonders literally like here, here, and right below it. Okay, that's all priority. That's the goal of this game. We're gonna march north and we're gonna find our way. You get boosted based on building a quarry. I don't really like the idea of building towards that brigand camp because it just means that we're going to attract attention, but I'm going to have to do it. Gonna have to do it. Use the curse before attacking. I am going to get a decent amount of gold here, but let's just hold. Oh, yeah. These primordial realms are going to be really useful. That's a forbidden shrine. Let's go here. He's sleeping. Man, I actually should probably just rush that camp. But the fact that there's all these gold wonders up here makes me have to change focus. Let's grab a gold mine here. Open up as much terrain as we can. I think I'm going to hurry this recruitment so that I can build another scout. And I'm going to try to just get an outpost out right here as soon as I can, and then move him up to the top right corner and build an outpost up that way. The Will Taker's Needle, Bone Dragons, and Wizard Bombardments.
Huh?
You're going to hop across here. This is all really hard to get through mountains. I'm going to rush this scout and send you up here. Cartographer and food. Let's get you another Arcanist as well. We're really struggling on food here in this run right now. But I can now start building farms. Or foresters. I'm actually going to build a forester. Because then I can get the storehouse up. So I think let's grab that tower so I can figure out where the best spot to put the city is. Go grab that cartographer and move on that tower. I'm gonna get that rune steel down. ASAP. This is a little void pocket. Oh, and this is a little like... So there's a big long mountain chain here, and then an unpassable void, and a huge mountain chain here. Honestly, this is really defensible. Very unlikely much can get through here. We could pick up that Fireforged stone. Fornos can sort of lock down this area. Grab that Forbidden Shrine. And then maybe do like a little bit underground. I don't think you're going to go much more north than this, though. Send you to scout up here a little bit, too. We are one off. Let's just move you. Derelict Workshop. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can get that in my capital. Let's pick up Arcane Studies here. Contributes a random arcane inspiration each turn. It costs a bit to cast it, but... do I want that this early? I was thinking about picking up fast scouts and giving them the crows, but honestly, with the fact that all three of these gold wonders are already in our territory, or at least very nearby, this would give us ciphers on dissonance on non-racial units. We're gonna end up having a lot of summons. You know what? Ciphers of dissonance is gonna be the way to go, I think. No new locations to reveal. I know that's not true. But sure, let's pretend. So this is a dead end this way. Do I build an outpost up here? Good question. Let's come down here, at least to this tower in the meantime. We're going to drop an Ice Rune Steel right here on Fornost. Get that going right away. I know I don't necessarily need it now because of the Warping Wilds, but I still think it's the right choice. I don't know if we're Warping Wilds or Primordial Domain. So I'm not sure if things are going to stop after they've warped once. Okay, what are you? Pockets of water. On a void Pangea? Curious. You got another invasion down here. Good grief. Void pockets. Realm consists of a single massive landmass. The realm features lakes of astral void. Each empire shares one giant landmass. I really hope there's nobody up in this corner. You're going to have to start farming fights really soon as well. This is Malediction of Gluttony. So this is a faded region down here with an artifact. Fortunately, artifacts we've seen before, but it's all you could do. So I guess let's get the early library. help us out on a little bit of our knowledge. And then honestly, I might... I'm concerned about our lack of outposts. If I build an outpost here, nobody else can take this Will Taker's Needle. And I could just put... I could put a mine right here, which would pay for the outpost to generate extra mana. I'd get extra mana from this, and I'd block off this entire side. You know what? Let's do that. I'm gonna move you back. We're gonna play it like that. Joachim, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hate to waste a turn faffing about, but... You know what? We could also clear off this mana node then. Probably can't get there in time. You could go get that food stash though. 300 versus 265. We could take that. We got a watcher, but otherwise fairly straightforward. You're actually separated out of the group right now. He can only just get to me. Okay. No problemos. You guys get to sit on top of that watcher, which means you can't use Psychic Gaze. You'll also block the two of them. I mean, let's damage the watcher first. Have you summoned the Frost Sword for the flank? You're going to do a sizable amount. You know what? Let's hit you with an Ice Coffin. Resisted? Rude. I get birded. You go for him, and then you go for shots. That guy's toast. That guy's toast. You're cursed. Stabbed. Flanked. Wow, okay, I didn't go for the flank there, but... and then if he moves, we attack of opportunity, and that should kill him. Awesome. We also get some Greaves. Every time a spell is cast, we get crit chance on him. I'm pleased with that. How much are these guys? 430. No, we don't have enough for them. Okay, that's fine. That's no problem. So you have a wonder here, and then I don't know up here. My big question right now is where is the access to the underground? Here's the famished fields. Domain of the Traitor King. Only when the manifestations of the three malices have been weakened. All units in the army following the Mystic Protection gain stacks of increased status resistance for 5 turns. No, I don't think we're going to do that. I am almost definitely going to lose my scout here just because this is a dangerous zone. This means that like none of this territory is really usable either. Now, I don't have a farm yet. I'll put one in here temporarily. That's going to have to become a gold mine, though, eventually. I mean, that's currently a mine as well. Okay. Pretty funny that this universe, the only dude who can die gets to be the ruler. Real danger zone down here. Choo, 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 choo. Are there any towers over this side? Not that I see. Is there any underground? There's underground kind of all over the place here. Oh. Mountain just full of statues over this way. All right, let's cut left. We'll see what's in that direction. I want white witches, but I'm also thinking like maybe I could skip them. Seeing as we're going to get tier 3 casters. You know what? Look, I'm just going to pick up Crow Companion. For right now. You, I've decided to send up here to this tower, which is also in a danger zone. You got a lot of good things to build here. Excavator's Abode gives us the most of everything, though, and more importantly, gives us production, which I can then use to build the town hall. You have another evoker. I should probably get a third unit. I guess I'll go with an arcane guard, seeing as we are a mage, technically. And then we'll start casting frost blades. Cut into our very small mana upkeep. White witches are cute. They're pretty good. Yeah, let's grab the work camp first so that this outpost can at least pay for itself. Now, I'm going to sit here and try to cross this in the next turn. I'm very curious if these guys are going to come out on the patrol. Our first attempt at this campaign, we got attacked by brigand camps that would just patrol outside their domain, which is something I've never seen before. And I don't know why it happened. Get some food. You can just keep exploring for right now. You're just waiting on the rest of the gang, so. I might as well cast that now. And we have enough to get a new hero. We have a nautical governor, which is useless. A scholarly governor, which is pretty good. He's also an explorer. Could be useful. And an arcane governor who's a privateer. Ritualist and a mage. So there are no water infestations and there are no water battles, so you're a really bad choice. A ritualist? I mean, it could be okay. He has a scholarly governor, which I do like. Army coming from the south. These guys are still patrolling right now, so. Can I turn off this notification up here? I really don't want to see this every single round, but I guess I don't have a choice.
All right.
We've unlocked level 2 for these guys. What I want to do is get combat casting spells and military engineering here, but they're 5 turns away at a bunch of Imperium. This is not going to become a city. I'm just going to leave that as an outpost. But I will need a city up here. Let's get a research post going. Grab that extra mana as well. I don't know, man. If I've got enough to hire another hero right now, I feel like I should take that option. To the cure. I like your little cape. I just don't feel like the helmet is the right choice for you. At least not specifically that helmet. Definitely not the wizard's hat. I kind of like that on you. Just the leaves. If you're a ritualist, we could build you any number of way. I love taking like the mythic options, you know, the ones that come with the faction. I guess like what's your outfit look right now? Basic. Not enough outfit options. You know, the fact that there's only 4 outfit options and then 3 are from DLC. Like, all of these are V-necks. I love a good V-neck, but it's just not the vibe I'm going for with this guy. All right, let's do this. That looks okay. To the cure. How your head works with things, how you pick things up. If it's cute, yes, then you choose it. I mean, that's basically the best way to get dressed. If it looks cute, why not?
Uh-huh.
So you might as well join in this army. 48 movement. Yeah, why not? And we'll start building up a secondary army to support you. Yeah, he is going to attack me. So it does seem like whatever happened in patch 1.2, that armies now, when they're patrolling, will just walk around. This guy is like, man, I really could eat a Thunderbird right about now. I'm so hungry I could eat a Thunderbird. Oh, dude, you put that in the worst possible spot. He will not be eating that Thunderbird anytime soon. I'll tell you what. You're building more arcane guards. I'm just going to put you in this army because I am scared of people wandering out on their own. You're going to follow this yellow brick road to a small monster den and a seal and an underground path. And we're going to think about where we want to build this city. That's a void lake. So we have iron, mana, gold right here, along with more iron, mana. Honestly, popping right here is probably not a bad spot. I'd only be like 2 away from that gold wonder. I need to explore up here. Is what I need to do. We're going to cast Ciphers of Dissonance. It doesn't trigger on anybody right now, but it will later. Build that abode for 2 gold. Yeah, man, and go straight for the Mage's Hall Town 2 then. You've got 300. You've got 3 turns on this. 1, 2, 3, 120. That puts me at 450. And I want to make sure that we save probably 200 for that. So I can definitely grow at least 1 here. Looks like this is going to be quarry land, probably. Which means this could be farmland. Not having access to the underground when I have subterranean society as one of my traits is kind of bogus. I was really hoping that we would get access to the underground early. But I guess no such luck. We better hold the rest of our Imperium for right now. We'll have to come back and deal with this brigand camp really soon. Ooh. I was hoping that mountain was going to stay on fire like that. Here's Enchanted Crow Companion, Blizzard Wayfinder, and Arcane Studies. I mean, Blizzard's pretty good. Get them birds. And you're on the road here, so I can discover that. I see there's another tower down this way, so I think that's where we'll make you. You've got a work camp that's going to build this mine, except for the fact that the Derelict Workshop is now expanded into that territory. There's also Arcanium ore here, which is a way better choice for us. And somehow I did not see that at the start. So let's go research. It's still, you know, parcels out this area so that nobody can get through without open borders or trespassing. All right, so I got to build somewhere here. Ideally, I don't want to build on a gold mine location, because if gold mines also give us mana, that's really valuable. I might actually just build right here. Let's wait 2 turns because it'll be much cheaper and it will also take less time. It'll effectively pay for itself if we just wait. Tower of Torment. With a Lost Wizard. 2,000 strength. And there's an underground passage here. Okay. Here's the funny thing. I can't get to that underground passage unless I clear the Tower of Torment. Yikes. Okay. Haunted Graveyard's down here. I don't want to make too many more units because we're actually like not sitting on a ton of cash right now. But I'll grab 1 more Arcanist. Give you a little +2 vision, which will help. And of course you're invading me. They might actually try to burn down this outpost. Be super inconvenient if they did that. Forming realm. Desolate provinces are dominant. Each round, desolate provinces has a small chance of transforming into a different theme and overlay. Only desolate provinces, though, and free cities are absent. Ooh. All right, look, you're going to go here, and you're going to build that outpost. Wait. Shoot. Abort. Refund. Cheap outposts. $38 gold. That's a gold ziggurat. How many spaces away are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could actually have this one city touch 3 gold wonders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would need to take nature, which is not in the cards. But it's an interesting thought. That Brigand camp is now attacking me as well. Yeah, okay. So we gotta peel back. We've got outposts set up. This one will be a city. I have enough Imperium. I could just build it straight to a city next turn. But if the upgrades are cheaper, I'd argue it's worth putting a couple of them on there to start, just to speed up growth. You're being attacked. A Shadow Godir's aid. Omni Lord Caesar Harambe. Do I want to take you as a hero? You are a warrior. You are a two-handed warrior who is all about shadow and chaos. You're also immortal. You could be very fun to have very early on. You have Vengeful Flame and Inner Frost. That's right, because you are a Calamity, which I think we are going to take the Book of Calamity later this campaign. I kind of want to take it. I'm going to put him in the recruitment pool at the very least. We can't get him right away. Book number 2, we're going to take the Tome of Warding. Get us a little bit of these astral affinities.
Those who master the arcane.
And I'm going to pick up magical wards.
Upon their allies, cushioning them.
Phantasm warriors are okay, but we have spell shields at tier 2 that we're about to unlock. We actually just unlocked. And soothers. Now, I need cash. I need to build vendors. Because all these guys are going to cost a lot to keep.
Uh-huh.
Let's see what we can start unlocking. I would love to explore more with you, but I simply don't think that now is the time. I will send this scout up here instead. You're going to grab this tower. And then I kind of would like you to loop back over here. So let's just have you start going down. I can instantly build a watchtower. I guess I didn't really need to do that. It only just added me more void. All right, let's grab a work camp first then. You're being pillaged. You're also being pillaged. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need to pull back. A couple blizzard spells here is going to be useful. These guys aren't super strong. We do have heroes in this army, though, and that army. Not so much over here. 688, though. Ah, Morena's on this map again, capturing her first seal. She's pretty far away. Oh, I love our location up here. This is actually really nice. If I could just conquer the underground as well, I don't think we're going to need to move out of here very much. Ruler has a scout in his army? I don't think he does. No. No. I'm going to pick up a road building. I'm also going to pick up knowledge per hero. There is actually a road built here already, but there's not a road any further down. I can't build across the mountains, so I'm just going to try to build out this way.
Uh-huh.
I think I'll have you build there. How is that the fastest path? Because you fly. Right, roads don't really matter to you because you have floating. Can you float over an Astral Sea? Blocks all movement. So that settles that. This is going to be another faction. All the Storm Giants are coming out to play. Bone Lord Helter Skelter is in this campaign as well. We are probably not going to get along with him since he's a militant warlord. But it's good to know he's way down here. He's already level 4 as well. Is that a little void pocket? Oh, it is. I have to go over the mountain here. Okay, you're going to come up and join this army. They're okay now. You've got some palisade walls, at least. $668, 372, 246. So I'm going to need both armies together to deal with that. And that. Let's just hold on to the blizzard for a moment. Andy Bryan, hello. Mac, hello. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, cool. So he burned down the research post, but now he's just like working his way. A Fassi Oathbreaker has captured a seal down here. Good to note. I'm not really worried about the seal victory just because of how much magic is on the map. All right, you don't have a choice. You've got to go over that mountain. God, dude, your movement sucks. Let's kill these guys. Whenever a spell is cast, gain fortune. 10 HP defense. Let's give that to you. That scout's going to go up that way. Try to find us a new home. You're going to cut over this way and probably go for these mountains. Yeah, this guy has his stacks together. Let's just sit in the city for right now. That's probably the safest place. You've got a ruined camp. So let's build a forester there. And then we'll save up to found a city. I think I'm just going to repair that right away. You've got yourself an extra level. Base attacks have a chance of inflicting weakened for 3 turns. That's very useful. Debuff abilities gain a 90% chance of inflicting disrupted. You know what? I'm going to take that because it's going to give weaken on our obelisk. Which is actually pretty useful. It's like a little AoE curse. AoE mini curse. And then we just got to get pillaged. Yeah, if we wipe these guys out and then come up, wipe this guy out, we can go and try to move on that quest as well. Hi, Mona. You want to say hi to everybody? No, just poking your head in? Okay. Little visits from the kitty cat. 7 turns to build anything here. Wow. That is bad production. Stone Conjurer gives us production and mana, so I think that's got to be your next choice. You'll finish building that road. And then we're going to keep on keeping on down this way. Not much I can do but wait it out. Keep an eye on Helter Skelter. Wait for the backup. That other roving army is like right here. They are sieging my capital. Bandits took my sharpened bottle during the night. Casting points and a rune of command fire. Actually pretty good for you. The stalwart champion is distraught. It was entrusted to me by my father, who received it from his father before then. Tracked it back to the brigands camp. I demand swift justice. He wants to lead an attack on the brigands camp. He's wondering, is he still an explorer? Win a battle in friendly territory. That's +1 defense for all those units, but explorer gives you vision, sensing range, and true sight, which kind of feels fun for you as a ritualist. So we're going to stick with that. I'm going to cast this once. And then I'm going to charge it, and we're going to cast it again. Soften these guys up. This is kind of one of our advantages. We are a spellcaster. We do need to be casting spells. You, in the meantime, get to come down here. You know what? I want you to see what that is. The Serpent Stockade. So there's a Primordial Prisoner up here, which is very powerful unit. Which Primordial Prisoner? I don't have the foggiest. He's going to set an outpost somewhere here. Ah, actually, he put an outpost underground. I don't know, man. This is still actually really far away from me, so I'm not too worried about him. Certainly, all the marauding armies are much more of a threat at the moment. Can I rush this spell shield? I can. I'm gonna do that. Hit this guy with another blizzard. We have enough to found this city. And then let's fight these dweebs. I'll take that. It's a good enough deal. A flute of true sight, a demolishing talisman, and a boar mount. Army trainer and demolisher, true sight and demolisher. I'd love for you to get army training. And then I guess let's give you true sight. The city is having not the greatest time because so much stuff keeps getting blown up. Magical wards would be nice, but I feel like a blizzard to get rid of this guy is going to be our opening play here. Staves of warding, white witches, snow spirits. Let's pick up staves of warding. Soothers are going to be our support characters, and they're actually really useful because they have spell channeling. So while this unit is in battle, spells are 20% cheaper to cast. It basically gives you a very good reason to have at least one in your armies. Ice Coffin is ready to be exploited for 10 city stability. I think I'll take that. I don't know that I need that for anything else right now. So you guys are going to heal. You guys are going to heal. You're going to be coming around the mountain when she comes.
What?
I want to give you the spell shield because it's slightly better in your army. Easy 300 knowledge. Yes. The hero will get the true sight with Explorer. Sell the heroes for gold. I mean, I don't really need the gold right now. Not immediately.
Huh?
I tell you what, we're going to heal one more turn. Wait for that blizzard to charge. You're going to keep coming over this way. And there is an Artificer's Altar. Now, that's a landmark, but I can't see it. Oh, I have dig unlocked. So I could just move over here and do some digging then. Figure out what that landmark is. Lousy pillages. Yeah, cats, we decided to crank up a new game this morning. Invading silviculture. When a great world tree has sufficiently matured, it shoots its seeds off into the astral tree towards new worlds. World trees do not reproduce on their own. Instead, they spread their seeds on distant realms. Should a world seed find a barren world, it'll eventually make it fertile and inhabitable. However, a world seed finding a lush world will stir the plants and trees that were already there. Fragments of the shattered world have crashed in every forest, causing them to spread and grow hostile towards your armies. Forests start to spread into adjacent provinces. Grasping vines are active in combat. And units on forests suffer from living forests, taking damage and losing vision range. Wow, I've never seen this event. That's super cool. Ethereal units are common. Spirit resistance, immune to bleeding, disease, immobilized, poison. Yeah, that's okay. They're kind of like neutral for us. Their advantages don't really concern us too badly. Hit that guy with the blizzard. Exploit this blizzard. I want to cast Magical Ward, but just in case I need the mana for this fight. Oh my god, I forgot that we have Immortals on this campaign. basically means I can auto-resolve any battle more than normal. You're going to come down here and do some digging. To the cure. I mean, your name is the cure, so I feel like restore is the obvious choice for you to take. My ruler has leveled up. Picking up dispelling runes and frost strike on his base attack. I think I'm just going to go straight up the curse tree right now. You guys are going to rest for a couple of turns. I'm still like really bad on cash. You have rivaled me. There's an infestation up here attacking me, and this infestation has invaded my domain. What are you on top of? Battlefield for draft and equipment for heroes. Let's heal a turn. I'm going to pick up this, and then we're going to come down and clear out this brigand camp. I don't think I can take Power Made Flesh. Just because that derelict workshop is a silver. We'll have to see. Freeze the trees! I mean, we are. We won't get funny auto-resolve RNG so often. I mean, that is true. That's kind of, I guess, the downside. Atlantis. No, that's a terrible name for this city. You're going to be the city of... We had Fornost. Chat, give me a name for this city. You guys are way better at thinking of city names than I am. And Starvus, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Locking and shuffling research costs less. Research city structures cost less production to build as well. I am going to take that. Because there's no way I don't end up building a lot of those things. You're going to start by building yourself a storehouse. And actually, you're going to start by building a palisade walls because it just said an invasion is attacking. And you're going to repair these places. We're going to cast magical wards. Ping. Giving us cool lightning bodies. What's the Giant King's name? We are Frijj Freezer. We are basically a frost giant who has been living in the Astral Sea, is the idea behind him. He is leading a group of the lost, a group of sirens who seek knowledge among all else. And recently we have decided to land in a new planet where we are riding our mammoths around because, you know, we do like the cold. We are used to the cold. We are going to be good, so we might as well leave those guys in peace. Pick up that draft. Come over here. Pick up this Imperium. He's in a forest, but you're going to come here and you're going to start... I guess you have to dig out that piece first. Aha! Chaos Princess. Afisi Oathbreaker. Of the Purring Raiders. Ruthless Raiders, Prolific Swarmers, Underground Adaptation. So she has claimed a seal somewhere. And I'm going to guess that's her city right there. So she might try to fight me for this artifact. Something for us to keep an eye on. Now, resurrection is not so important if we have immortals on this map. So I'm probably not going to go down the resurrection tree. We could do regeneration, bolstered resistance. Hi, Moni. Swift restoration, overflowing restoration. Negative status effects removes. Restore affects all friendly units in a 1 hex radius. Applies regen. You'll get farce here. I don't really foresee a lot of interesting abilities for you. So I think overflowing is probably the way to go. We'll go regeneration, overflowing. And we'll try to get him set up. Icebox Heim, Samsung Fridge. Fridgeheim. Fridgeheim for the city. Hi. Mona Town. Maybe we call it Monaville. Bosos. Look at this little angel. Little cat break for us for a moment. She does not want to be up here, so. Hi, Sleepy. On my break, I found her and her sister in the bedroom where they weren't meant to be, taking naps. Mactopia or unsub? Mac, you're not even subbed. Ois. Yes, good girl. Good Mona. Happy kitty. Wap. I just came very close to punching an entire glass of water all over my sound equipment. You know what? Let's take this as a moment to have a little hydrate break as well. Remember to drink water. It's important for you. We could just call this the city of, like, I want to be like Toronto. Nunavut. The Northeast Territories. Oh, I kind of like that. Mona Frieza? Oh, you know what I should call it? How do you spell it? Ginyu? How do you spell the Ginyu Force? Ginyu Force? Ginyu City? Klondikes? I mean, if we're Frieza, I feel like naming another character after a Dragon Ball Z is not a bad option. Maybe we end up with the city of Namek somewhere else. You can create bounties. I don't really want to do that. So you guys are in decent shape. We just can't really move that much all at once. My economy is not so good, but I don't have a lot of options. Bad Lord Baphomet, the Black Goat, as well, has run into me up by this outpost somewhere. Okay. Possibly through the underground. Oh, this looks like a really cool spot. That looks like something special. This might actually be another artifact. I think it is. Oh, this is the artifact of greed. Yeah, this totally is the other artifact. There's the artifact of greed. There's the artifact of gluttony. And then there's the artifact of the God King. Which I don't know where that would spawn on this map, given that there's no oceans. What are you? Shiny. That looks like a teleporter. Here it is. This is the third artifact. Down here in the bottom left. Central left. That's gonna be really, really difficult to take. Dragon Teeth Ridge. Cities with 3 provinces adjacent to this landmark gain tier 4, tier 5 dragons. Yeah, so this city needs to just basically take this Tower of Torment and then come immediately underground. Try to keep all this to myself. So we'll go snooping a little bit around here. Let you heal one more turn, and you should be able to reach that in a single move action on that road. I could expand down this way, and actually that's not a terrible choice. That way we can just get a little bit closer. We can hire Caesar Harambe at level 5 for 0 cost. I mean, I feel like I'd be crazy not to. You have Initiative Order, which is not correct, but you do have Ascended Assassin. You're a Living Shadow, a Scion of Flame. You've got a Warrior Soul. You're Whiteborn and Zealous. I mean, let's just get you in here. Did he have Zeal? I feel like this was not how I had built him, but... I have him set to charge. I could set him to critical, but I guess if I'm not going chaos, critical is not quite so good. I truly cannot remember exactly how we built this guy. Distracted or weakened, taunted, retaliation attacks. Maybe he was just a charge beast. Selling heroes for more unit tier 1 is good. I don't have the economy to keep any more units going. I generally don't like building unless I'm over 100 gold and 100 mana. As a general policy, that's what I've tried to follow. Whispering Stones, Vassals, Crypt Blades. We don't really need any of those. I could take Surge Spellcasting, but I tell you what I could also do is just spend that money up here instead. And I could say pick up another mine and pick up a quarry. Then all this stuff builds much faster. You're being pillaged. You've discovered this, that, this. All of this is good. Could reset him to Shadow for the flanking bonus. Zeal gives him Spirit. Yeah, I guess let's reset him. Because traditionally, he's meant to be Shadow and Chaos. So having him at Frost Strikes makes more sense to me. And like, I've recently been falling in love with crit builds, but if I'm not going Chaos, it's really hard to get those points. So I think we will keep him as a knight. We'll give him the double movement. Give him prepared charge. Charge displaces and replaces. I do love that. Or enters defense mode after a charge. He's an Ascended Assassin, so I feel like things like Brutal Charge makes more sense to me. Fighting, melee damage does more. Cleaving Sweep could also be good. Let's go Brutal Charge. I want him to be able to get to the back lines. That's sort of going to be his specialty. And now he has a nice Frosty Sword instead. Something earlier about order weakness. Yeah, ethereal units have an order weakness, but I can't. It's very difficult for me to exploit that properly. Sure, we'll end the turn. So this lady south of us doesn't hate us, which could be nice. These guys are actually going to come up and fight me, which I'm okay with because it makes the Brigand Camp much easier to take. We get Siege Master and True Sight. Fantastic. That actually goes really well with the other item you have. We unlock Staves of Warding. Static Shield, Mark of Invulnerability. Cannot be used more than once per battle. I'm debating shuffling. Frost Arrows, White Witch, Snow Spirit. I want all of those. Mark of Invulnerability doesn't really matter because of Immortals. Phantasm Warriors are... They're okay. Yeah, I'd literally take any other characters other than this. So let's pick up White Witches. We can skip Snow Spirits because we're going to get the tier 3 Cryotome, which gives us the better version of those anyway. And if I'm not using them right now, then like... What's the rush, I suppose? There's also a Silver Wonder down here. There's something up here too, but I can't tell what it is. Let's just keep going this way. Cosmic Ablation is ready to be exploited. 10 mana for a handful of turns. We have a bounty to destroy this derelict workshop. I'm actually going to take that. 10 turns to kill those Thunderbirds. Now, I'm a little curious. It said you have to lead the charge. So if Caesar is here, I don't think that counts for you. All right, let's do that. Maybe it's as long as you're part of the fight. Tier 2 shield with greater lightning shield. That's not bad. To the Cur greets you grinningly. The sharpened bottle is of my forebears once. Of my forebears is mine once more. I thank you. He locks the sharpened bottle in a strong box. There, now none may claim it. I shall keep it in my family's honor and pass it down to an heir of my choosing. I am but your humble servant, O Wanderer. How may I reward you? All non-hero units have a 10% crit hit chance. I guess we don't really need that. So I'm not going to appropriate it. Give him an XP. Give him experienced leader. I mean, that's like a free level versus just a regular level. Yeah. That's excellent. That's an excellent choice. Literally a free level. And now I don't have to worry about the invasion down here. I could clear off this Fireforge stone. And grow this little bit over here. Probably not a bad idea. While we're here. Let's think about it a little bit. School of Cryomancy gives mana per adjacent snow. Spell Arcanist Library gives knowledge per adjacent conduit and research post. you probably need to grow before I start building those. I'm hurting on money. Let's get another market. You've gained another level. Let's go Frost Curse. Frost Curse now does 30 frost damage and 120% chance of inflicting frozen. You got a level of renown from that. Interesting. Question, do I want to replace you with Caesar? Farms grant food, research posts grant knowledge. You don't have any research posts. You don't have any farms. Acquiring new population takes 20% less food. Each population, yeah, you're just a better governor. 10 turns to get that quest done. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I can get there in 10 turns. 5. All right, that can wait. I suppose there are other things I would rather prioritize. Getting access to that area is going to be useful. Oh my god, there's just like forests forming all over the place right now as well. Kind of cool. You found yourself another mana node. I think I'm going to unlock Seafaring.
What?
I'd like to know what's up here. I'm too curious about it. Dig that out in the meantime. That's all Void Sea. Okay. I guess I'd like some vision up here. You know what? Let's go this way. I can't do it without trespassing over her now. She's expanded her domain. The city of Goldspire. This is obviously her capital. So I don't really have to worry about her getting anywhere near us. I don't think I'm going to spend the money repairing that right now. Oh! Golden Golems and Ironclads on turn 28. Hiya! I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that one bit. Sounds about right. Sounds about right for my luck. That's just my luck. Huh? All right. Let's go up that way. A friendship. I'd take a friendship with her. I think that would be pretty beneficial for us. What do I get from this quest is the question. And how big is this army? 700. Oh, I have to make a decision here. Oh, good. A dragon's lair. There's not even anything up here. I don't know what I was seeing. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Nothing up here but a dragon's lair. And now they're gonna start sending dragon infestations at me as well. Started out on all dragon world when the DLC came out. You had to kill 11 adult dragons by turn 38. It was a very dumb campaign. 7. Okay, hear me out here. That's fine. You got a market. Money's doing okay. Tavern is definitely worthwhile. It's my capital. My ritualist levels up. Adjacent friendly units get 2 resistance. It's pretty good on a ritualist. Yeah, I'm going to give you Initiative Astral, and we're going to take Warding Aura. And then we'll do the AoE heal. Cast Staves of Warding on nobody. Need to get some more ice going on. They're sending an infestation. Okay. You don't have enough money for that. I could sell. I just don't really want to because they're in the crypt and the crypt generates other things. Let's just be patient. One turn's not going to make it break on a forester. Thought the layer was under the rock. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. I mean, the dragons were under the rock there, yeah. Oh, the mystical seer is here. Gase Windsong has captured his first seal. He's way down here in the bottom left. All right, we're going to turbo cook. Get the heck out of this Dragon Slayer before it starts waking up. You're just going to come up here. Problem number 2 is like trying to heal here. Let's actually have this guy build the roads. You're on a mammoth. So we'll have him take point. All right, we have walls, so now we have the storehouse coming in. That's being built. That can be rebuilt. Let's think about it. So this is doing 2 from its city. So if I want all of these done, I think I'd have to take you. Unlock stolen power, unlock force march. These guys are completely invaded the whole outpost here now. Definitely becoming an issue. We will pick up Arcanium ore here as well, which is going to be nice. Extra mana, extra production. You're working on a soother. Yeah, I just don't have a lot of economy right now, so. Dealing with such a nonsensical start, the rest of the campaign kind of felt like cleanup, especially since the other AIA players had to deal with the same level of it. Yeah, hostile worlds. I have been finding in recent campaigns that the computer does not handle hostile worlds very well. One province in my domain turns back to forests. No, the forests are here to stay, yielding us timber. Your 6 provinces of forests get 10 production each. giving us 20 production in both of my cities. Your troops may once again travel the woodlands safely and unhindered, yet for all the turmoil the world seedling cause, you have an opportunity to benefit. Ooh, an invading sapling. Cool. Might makes right. Houses of this realm respect strength overall. They will grow more loyal to proven conquerors. Vassals gain 2 allegiance when first vassalized through Conquest. That's really good. There are no free cities on this map, so this is a really interesting choice. You're already down here, not with a huge army.
What?
But with an army that is still a pain in my butt. You guys can't really go much further than that right now. We should be able to still reach this quest in time. I'll pop my nose down here and see what's going on. This guy, in the meantime, I guess let's just keep exploring the underground. This is additional casting points. It's not a bad choice. Yeah, let's take it. I don't know if it's the right choice for right now. I'm surrounded by a lot of infestations. But I'm hoping once we start clearing them out, things will be good. The fact that I have the 3 gold wonders already in my territory really is making me think about just hermiting down. Farm my land and don't worry about other people. She's a revolutionary diplomat, likes multiple races, likes vassals, dislikes large domains, dislikes trading grievances. I'm going to give her Declaration of Friendship. And we're going to move on to our tier 2 books, which are the Tome of Dungeon Depth, which I'm not going to take yet because we actually don't have any underground. And I'm trying to remember. I think Tome of Summoning was what I wanted to take. Let me just check my notes. Tome of Summoning was correct. If no free cities, you can use the orb to make better city stability. Yes! Oh my god, thank you. I always forget about this.
Call forth arcane minions and bend them.
Ha!
Strengthen their connection.
Target enemy unit has a 90% chance of becoming dominated. Now, what's really nice about that... Let's get the Whispering Stone up here. Is that our character is a dominator. This already has roads the whole way. I'm a little bit wounded still. There's a lot of people to farm down here. Hello, hello. Looks like you're digging some stuff out. This is all kind of your domain. I don't have to poke my nose in that much. Mana Obelisk would go pretty well right now. It's also boosted, so... Let's focus that. Poor Ginyu City is going to get beat up for a little while. I'm hoping once that Forester is back, that storehouse can get boosted. I always forget about the stones. Yeah, it's one of these things that, like, there's notifications about so many things. I wish it would say, hey, you have a free Whispering Stone. Cool. Did not expect that. Honora the Cold-Blooded has captured her first seal, and that is right on the other side of me here. Keltor Skeltor has also captured a seal. Here we go. That's probably her. I mean, I gotta survive that thing attacking me first. God, I wish I had just a little bit more casting points. And I could do a blizzard. I tell you what, let's just grab this tower for right now. I'm gonna start repairing that. I might lose Ginyu City here. I don't see any way that I could possibly get back to it in time. Even if I about faced right now, it would still take me too many turns to get there, so I think at this point it's like I have to kind of dedicate to one flank or the other. Baphomet captures a seal. Go for that tower. Ah, Baphomet City is down here. The city of Winterfold. Ah, okay, so I'm a little bit worried because they could try to come over here and dig through this rock. I've got this territory completely blocked off, which is a little annoying. So I might try to push through it. You have command. Target-friendly non-hero regains its extra points. Decisive command, which doesn't take a point. Or coordinated command. Target-friendly hero regains its action point and it jumps to one additional target within 3 hexes. 2 times weakened or immobilized. Retaliation and taunted. I think I'd probably go immobilize, retaliation into sweeping charge. Let's grab decisive command on him though. It's a really good ability. You guys are stuck for a turn, but it's fine. You need to heal anyway. Two heroes over here. Oh, I love this guy's face paint. Real Two-Face energy. She likes that we're friendships. I don't know that I want to like give her a wizard's bond or anything though. XP hero needs to be leader of the army for that to apply. Yes, he is leader of his army. Wall army leader, yeah. What are you doing? You raising it? I mean, I guess you must be. Astanoth has captured his first seal. Gee whiz. Why's this guy got so many units down here? The flesh of the Thunderbird is mine, too, the Cure grins, baring his teeth voraciously. After gathering a broad selection of powders and tonics, your hero ceremoniously proceeds to prepare the meat of the Thunderbird in his quarters. The sordid odor soon permeates your abode as your courtiers gather in protest. He reemerges triumphantly, chewing on what looks to be a braised haunch. He exudes newfound strength. I can feel its power surging through my vein. I have become your weapon. Give me a taste of that. Spirit Breaker aura? No. All units gain a rank? No. Give me a level up. I want that level up for me. Choo 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 choo. Yeah, let's just keep going over the mountains here. That looks like maybe another wonder. Wow, you really built to just stop me from getting this artifact. You have a mana obelisk. I need to start growing here, and I'm having a real growth issue, so... I'm not even sure if I can actually get to this guy. But right now, let's just build a forester. Then I can build a granary. You gotta level up. We'll take Master of Healing. All units heal 15 hit points on the world map per turn. And I guess then we can take Reclaiming Attacks. So maybe Astral Ward would be more useful for you right now. I see this guy as being a bit of a summoner. No, these support resistances are the way to go. Let's go Reclaiming Attacks first. My ruler has leveled up twice. Debuff abilities. Attacks gain disease. A couple of options here. I could go for Distant Evocation and Temporal Plague. Or I could go for something like Conjured Ice Bow. Yeah, let's go for Distant Evocation, Temporal Plague. Trade proposal. Nah, you want the Wizard's Bond. I just don't know if I want to give this to you. You are good, but not by a lot. But you are high. You're really high. Yeah, okay. You know what? If she's the closest person to me, I don't want her attacking me when I start binding all these things. Another infestation from the north. Christ. I gotta shut down this workshop. So Baphomet could come right up from here. I mean, she can't take the Will Taker's Needle. I'd have a hard time clearing out all those golems, though, on my own. Units heal in your army. So I'm just going to give you all these weaker units. I'm going to hit them with the blizzard because of the status resistance. And honestly, I think I'll just start charging up another one. Yeah, I mean, I could make this a city, but I'd be really fighting her for territory. And I can't actually build in this location. I don't know where that golden golem just went. You know what? I don't care. Get me out of here. That's the problem with Immortals, is I just want to auto-resolve literally everything. Mass heal and Greaves. Two mid-fortune, a two mid-fortune. I mean, let's put these on the monkey. And then I guess let's give you a wand of mass healing. That feels like the right choice for you. We get 132 golden mana.
Huh?
You guys get to come over here. That was probably a mistake, because if that golden golem comes up right now, it's going to kill all of them. But it's too late to solve it. All right, I can sneak around him here. Serpent Cave, another cave entrance. You've completed the granary. I can build a wizard's tower for 0 turns, so I'm going to do that. Around 15 knowledge. 10 knowledge and 3 mana. 10 knowledge, 3 knowledge per thing. Let's just go with the Arcane Institute right now. I do need to really like focus on getting knowledge down. Can't believe I'm losing this city. What a kick in the teeth. Got vision range for a couple of turns, exploiting that spell. All right. Stone for stability. Oh, my stone was in Ginyu City, but yeah, I could move it down here, I guess. When it's my turn. Might as well. Okay, you need one of them. And probably that support character to give you some healing. You could really use a spell shield. Even though I can't really afford it that much, it would at least get me a better second army. You can move and heal. You can't. You can. You can't. You guys are both at full health, so... Okay. Building an outpost here. It's a little close. But I suppose... Yeah, this is the greed event. So we'll come up and we'll check out that. I don't know that we're really going to get any of these. They are kind of good for us because they're all about casting spells over and over again. So if we could get the artifacts, definitely an argument to be made. I think I'm going to have to make this a city. If I'm losing Ginyu City right now, I think I'm going to have to make this a city. What is that guy doing up here? Is he coming to give me a hard time? I bet he is. Well, let's clear out that Arcanium Ore as well. If I do that, I don't need to... Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't need to grow this city like so far north then. I can take that over, claim this. Once I clear this faded region, I can claim all that territory as well. And it does make a pretty good dungeon. This just has to be rebuilt. But the good thing is like once this is rebuilt, I shouldn't be attacked anywhere else. The Gilded Wastes. Allow them to press on. Regaining all my HP. Whew, man, that is not an army I want to fight. 1,800 points of golden golems. Oh, I see. You have to kill 16 golden golems in this area. You have another outpost down here. This is actually already becoming a city. Just gonna creep up a bit on my territory. All right. Whatever. Cosmic Aberration can be exploited. We'll get 10 city stability for a handful of turns. At least this city is only like 4 population. I didn't dunk a lot into it yet. Golem Army, also nicknamed Yikes for many appropriate reasons. Hostile houses. Every free city, which there are none, are extra angry at everything all of the time. Take this as well. Flanker's Band of the Killer. You know who that would be good on? And you. Flanking and morale bonuses. So surprise, surprise, you guys are stuck here for another turn. It is possible to clear out the maledictions without fighting them. I'm suddenly remembering. Now, you do still have to fight the final fight. But the other stuff, you can cheat on a little bit. Arcanium ore, hurry recruitment for units is cheaper. I mean, it's okay. We have the Forge Fire stuff over here as well, Fire Forge. So really, I just need to find focus crystals. He says. Fire Forge. He says. I don't suppose you have focus crystals, do you? No, you have Fire Forge stones, though. Oh, you are literally the bottom right corner of the map. Okay. You're going to take support resistance. I should actually probably give you cheap army, even though your army is, you know, only tier 1, but... We'll summon another rune steel up here as well to make sure that this place stays uninhabitable. The armies which didn't die receive XP. Yeah, I mean, all these guys are champions already. They just get routed, so they still get the XP. Oh, my city. While connecting with the cosmos, you notice a disturbance in the astral flows. Curious mage has tampered with mana currents and has opened a portal, drawing in magic creatures from the Astral Sea. Great. It's en route. I got no problems with that. 1, 2. We're gonna have to go here. Now... These guys all need to heal quite a bit, but I don't really have time for that, so we're just going to have to mush. You're going to pop out way over here. That's great. I can move down this way now and discover the character down here. We know there's a faction down there. So there's also a bunch of hostile creatures down this way. And I cannot remember what we need to beat them. Whenever a knowledge skill is researched, the knowledge cost of another random skill is dropped. But also city structures cost less gold to build. I'm going to go with this research one first, so I'm just going to save up for that. The Mystical Seer is leaving pretty soon. I'm going to buy knowledge. I think it's a good decision for us. Oof, man. Nothing like being 40 turns in one city. Magitarium. You know what? You can have it. It's a stupid name. I'll allow it. I'm going to give you the scholar up here as well. Build you the storehouse. I don't really want to spend population on that, but you know what? Let's give you the forester there, and let's go with a mine right here. I got to start working my way towards that to make sure that we can get this. Can I even build on that location? I can't, actually. So I can't build down below until this area is cleared. It'll look really cool once we have it, though. That's the plus. So you're going down this way. You're cutting across that way. You've unlocked Summon Astral Serpent. I love it. Heals all friendly magic origin units 25 temp HP. You cost a lot to get, but you are really valuable. Okay, and now we only have, we have 2 infestations up here and then the dragons underground. My biggest concern right now is she sails a boat over here and sets up another city right about here. Which would be a really good spot for a city. In fact, this is a better spot than a city than up here. I could even move this city over if I wanted. We'll think about it. We gotta actually sort out the problems first, so let's deal with the multiple invasions we have happening. Oh, you're coming right for me. Oh, you're coming all the way out for me. I might need to fight this. No, not really. You have bastions, Carrick. The thing is every time these guys die, their movement gets reset to 0. So I get slowed down a lot. Tier 3 shield, a helmet, and an albino warg. Oh, that's kind of cool. Well, you already have fortune. And I think you do as well, right? So I guess let's give you this helmet. Unfortunately, the mammoth is still way better. As tempting as that would be. Move you guys in, you guys in. These guys will catch up next turn. You're going to grab this tower and then I guess keep coming down this way to the seals. You are gonna There's a little bit of fog of war down here I haven't seen, so let's just hit that. We'll pick up 20% extra damage on magic attacks and ignore status resistance. We'll also pick up our next signature skill, which is going to be a cascading rune. Killing a unit deals lightning damage to it and 2 other enemies within hexes. It also lets us pick up resistance sundering. So base attacks, our big obelisk gets sundering resistance, on top of all the other abilities that it gets from like the curse. A crypt is starting to become a good idea for us as well. You're being pillaged, but it's going to take a moment. We can blizzard you next turn and then move in. I'm going to hurry production so that spell sheet gets boosted. I can't summon these. These are tier 3 units. I need a wizard tower level 2 in order to even be allowed. All right, let's build an academy then. It's good to know we have them there. You really believe they do not get the XP if they die? If they get routed? They are still pretty low level, hey? You might be correct. Staff of the Lumbering... Sign of the Lumbering Staff. Ooh. Oh, this is awesome. Support and battle mages get +1 range, but they become slower. We're gonna wanna make sure we have enough mana to learn that spell after. All right, you come here. You come here. You guys fight them. No loss, so we'll keep it. You up there. You up there. Dude, where is this other ruler? They captured that seal, they said. I'm a little bit curious on the seal victory on, like, it's 155 points. I still think if I just focus on magic, I beat everybody else. And we're going to stick with that as our plan. You have a fantastic army right now. It's all very low level, but it's very, very strong. As these guys start hitting legendary as well, they get extra retaliation, extra damage. He's basically got a tier 3 army right now. You're going to take committed charge so you can get splash damage next. You want to open borders with me? You know what? I would take that, because otherwise that scout down here is going to get killed. What is going on with my minimap? Why is it letting me see this far off the board and not over here? I'm definitely encountering some weird bugs in this patch. That's a new one. I tell you what, we'll cast 1 Arcane Study. Because we can start getting some inspirations. Do you spread frost or whatever it is on the campaign map? Yes. So I'm a frost giant, so I can build these things called frost steels. Here's one. Ice rune steels. And they spread snow and ice across the world. Within like 2 hexes of them. So we have a couple around. Just chilling things out. Dude, I'd love to know where this other computer player was that said they were down here. Yeah, and now we're gonna go down this way. You're a little bit wounded still, but it's not terrible. Heat up these astral invaders. Get an astral boon. My field research has never yielded more valuable results. Which direction do we steer the evoker of the dark herd? Base magic weapons deal +4 lightning damage. That's okay. 255 mana or a turn of knowledge. An evoker with star power. Do I need the extra troops? Probably not. I'm going to take the mana. And I'm just going to take Snow Spirit here because it only takes 2 turns. I'm literally just picking the cheap, fast option. So these guys are, yeah, let's move them up all the way. They'll heal like a little bit at a time. You need a farm. I don't want to block a gold mine. I do want to block that that passage, though. That's actually enough that I can just get the tier 2 building there, so let's go with that. Ice Coffin is ready to be exploited for 10 gold per turn. Newly summoned magic units get +1 rank. That'd be nice. This I have to get Astral Inspiration. I gotta keep skipping that. Caesar Harambe gets himself another level here. Just enemies lose morale or unholy leader. Or initiate of an Immaterium. Let's go Adept of Astral. And I think I'm actually going to give him Evasion. They cool down together. All right. It's not boring when your own units cannot die while the enemy units can be killed by your armies. You can die. It's just if you have to lose the fight. Actually, that's not true. You just get routed and then you respawn in a handful of turns. Ace Windsong has been defeated. So here's the thing. While random units on the map can't respawn, other players do respawn. So you end up in the later game with these massive armies, and you're just like throwing fights at each other because every single unit that the character has basically always respawns. Ace Windsong is banished to the void. We'll take some good alignment here. And the Seer is gone. Guess you'll just keep going down this way. For now. Abort. I wonder, was that his city? I'd like to get that tower, but let's wait a turn. No one is really coming up here, so I'm not in a big rush. I think I'll grab this research post so that I can dig a little bit underneath here. I am trespassing. Oh. My bad, dude. Sorry about that. I do feel like this is going to be a quick win for a campaign. But it's also going to be some crazy battles. This is going to be a major choke point. And I guess this is going to be a major choke point. So maybe I should build my city like here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if I did that, they wouldn't be able to push through. Unless it was through... I don't think there's any tunnels down here. So if I built a city here, I don't know that they'd even be able to pass by without sieging through it. Oh, there is a tunnel right here. All right, well, no, maybe that doesn't work then. Options, options, options. Rebuild the city for 100 points. You know what? Let's just get a 4th city. Lose mana in exchange for knowledge. I'll take that. Sometimes it's good to be good, boys. Get a little scouting down here now because we've got those open borders. Let's grab that tower and then probably try to get the heck out of here. Here's our next tome, which is going to be the Tome of Dungeon Depths.
Who build lasting empires.
Give us a little bit of
Understand
materium.
The value of the underground. Let others bicker on the surface as their empires crumble under the harsh.
Let's just take Raiders of the Deep right now because it's a nice buff for everybody. And I'm going to get you... Great question. Wow, let's go with the Wizard's Tower. You can build a library for no turns, so I think we'll take that. And then we'll go with the Excavator Abode. I'm back up over 100. So if I want to start building more troops, now would be the time. Or at least next turn would be the time. Interesting that the frost doesn't seem to be taking over the needle here. But it does go to the other side of it. Empress Honora the Cold-Blooded. Cool frog. Frozen toads. Yo, we should definitely get along. Why are we not getting along? Just met. Alignment. Oh, you're evil. And you're a deceptive spy. No. Likes empires with weak research. We are not going to get along. Death casting revealed. Another invasion coming from the north. A rivalry from Baphomet. We've unlocked another hero slot as well. I'm going to need to find Baphomet's capital. All right, these guys are still healing. I have this brigand camp here, and that's a desolate workshop up this way. These guys are going to invade me slightly afterwards. Why don't we prep for them here? Then I think I'll go underground and build a city. I don't know, maybe here. Double iron deposits. Save up a bit of Imperium, maybe. Cool. I like all these guys guarding the walls down here. This would be a great spot for a dungeon city. I can pop another Arcane Study up this way. And actually, then I can exploit Arcane Study for 20 mana. So let's also do this. Anti-Science Angry Frog. It takes all types. Okay, now they actually really like me. Trusting, shared affinities. Yeah, they got rid of a bunch of their other stuff. Definitely, I want to learn that spell. Staff of the Lumbering Mage. Three movement in combat. Whoa. Do I want to learn that? I'm worried about slowing my army down anymore. Because I already feel like they are mega slow pokes.
What?
Now, if I ask you to build a road, could you build a road to right here? You can. That's insane that they have a claim on that. Modifier that slowly decreases. Any grievances gained will be increased by 40%. Rising rival justification will be gained, which increases per turn. Maintaining a declaration costs gold. I mean, I might as well put a declaration on them. There's no way that I don't end up bucking heads with that goat. And I should really keep my troops together. I don't know where you guys are ready to go in right now. Blizzard's ready to be exploited. We'll take 30 knowledge per turn off of that. Also very nice. Very, very good. Very, very good. McGarg, Mr. Garg, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. How much power do I need to take the tower? 2,000. They are gold wonders, so they are very, very costly. They ain't cheap, bubs. They ain't cheap at all. What is gonna be the most important for you? Get the palisade walls first. Okay. I want to stand in the snow. Just because we have better advantages in it, I think. Hey, Queen of the Marsh, Morena. Howdy doody. All right, this is just their capital. You know what, man? I'm going to turn you on auto. You picked up a wizard's tower. My draft here is really bad, so I think getting a blacksmith going would be smart. Build a vendor up here. What boosts that a farm? Okay. I am going to pick up whenever research is completed. The next research is cheaper. Insulted, insulted. That's okay with me. A lot of teleports we can get to get that spell staff. Yeah, I mean, we're I don't think I'm set to get the Tome of Teleportation, at least not early on. but I will very likely be going back and getting it later. I wanted to do the Tome of Geomancy at tier 3, but I might actually prioritize. Dude, this spell shield does not want to stay alive. There's 2 ironclads in here and I only lost the 1. You know what? I am going to actually take that. With those guys dead, I'm going to turn my attention on this brigand camp. We're going to come back through Ginyu City. Ruled by Cesar Harambe. You guys are stuck a turn. Go for that first, then the palisade walls. Everybody else is building. That's okie dokie. I'm going to turn you on Auto Explorer. To the Cure has gotten his next level. I am tempted to give this guy still his stone. +1 defense on all units, or attacks ignore 2 status resistance. This affects stacks. You know what? I guess giving you evasion actually would be pretty good. And I'll keep giving you support resistance. Yeah, so whenever he goes into defensive mode, he just like buffs everyone around him a lot. Ice Coffin, exploitable for map casting points. I don't know if I necessarily need that one. Dark Vigor, but I probably don't need that. This bandit camp is attacking me, which I thought was going to happen. So yeah, we're going to come back. We're going to deal with that. We're going to go up. We're going to blow up that brigand camp. Then we're going to sweep back and we're going to blow up these derelicts. And then we're going to sweep down and we're going to blow up this dragon lair. Well, we build up this outpost into a city. Gonna need to start saving some Imperium. And then we basically just have to level up. Like, we just have to build better armies and keep going. We have access to 3 wonders. So we need to focus on getting towards tier 5. And then we just triple bind the 3 of these as fast as we possibly can. 1, 2, and then this guy down here. He's going to be the hardest to hold. But if we hold this, basically no one will be able to get to the Tower of Torment. And if we just guard Magisterium, I don't think anyone's really going to be able to get to Willtaker's Needle. Very unlikely anyone comes up through here. We should try to get an ally with her. She doesn't really get along with us that much. She's threatened by me. She's also no longer good. She's gone down to neutral. Oh, which makes sense. She has Ruthless Raiders. She's probably going to be raiding a lot. But we'll see how it plays out. While in defense mode, buffing other units, but need the equipment to end turn in defense mode no matter what. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is a neat hero. Having the lightning orb as well is just like a curious kind of choice, because every time they hit something, they also heal people adjacent to the target. Most of these things, like the heal spells, don't actually end their turn. So you can cast it and then go into defense sometimes. Actually, do these ones end? Oh, no, maybe they do. Maybe they do. No, it's because it's like these guys end. These guys don't end. They just leave you with the 1 point. My brain is broken. It's been a long day. Think it's a shield, which makes the hero always end in defense. Yeah, I mean, I can't have that on him just because he's got the orb, right? Like, ideally, I might switch him over to his staff of some kind. I could give him a heal staff, in fact. Give him bolstered defense, so all of his support abilities also add additional defense. And then ideally, he'd also either have bolstered resistance with the Astral Dew or regeneration. Or status. Oh, man, there's a lot of support abilities now. We will have Fireforged Stone pretty soon, so I could put strengthened, bolstered heal. That's a good staff. No, I can only put 2 of those on. Ah, no, once I get the crafting, we could do that. It would take them off the mount. So the other option is if we go with one of these guys. You can't really get any of that stuff. Yeah, all right. So we're going to want to give him a staff. That way, whenever he buffs anybody or casts any spells, it just like... He won't just heal people. He'll add a ton of buffs on top of them. But I feel like we're at turn 51. We're cleared out pretty well outside of these infestations. I feel like this is a good spot to leave it. I feel good about this campaign right now. We have a clear goal in sight, which we never normally do at 50 turns, especially not on a map this big. So let's come back tomorrow and see how we do. That's going to be the plan. Until then...